So Wargaming Asia just did a little oopsie with the Clan Wars campaign, releasing most of the important information already. But fear not guys, obviously the Chinese World of Tanks region cannot stand this. They have to be China #1, aka they have to do an oopsie as well. And today's oopsie is about the upcoming Winter Marathon. However, this time we will once again get a tier 9 premium, like we did last time around with the Stridswagen K. And it is apparently going to be the WZ-114. And this is what in today's video we are going to have a look at. What the WZ-114 can do with the stats of tanks.gg, and obviously we are going to have a look at the evidence we've gotten. And for that, we are going to jump into our trusty source of everything World of Tanks related, WhatExpress, our Russian brothers-in-law. They came with those informations that apparently right here there is this WZ-114. By the way, if I ever do a mistake where I say WZ-114, don't hate me for that. It's just that I'm stupid and I'm German speaking and we say VZ for WZ. I don't know. It is going to be a tier 9 premium. It used to be tier 8, but it got pushed to tier 9 and got some adjustment buffs. It's still a very awkward vehicle. And like the Stridswagen K, it is able to gain bonds. As you can see, the Stridswagen K is the only tier 9 tank in the game which is able to gather bonds. I do want to point out, some people said, oh my god, this is totally overpowered and it's totally unfair because, yeah, it basically monetizes bonds as well, especially now with the upcoming Clan Wars campaign. I do want to point out, technically, you could grind 5,200 bonds in a year. With the upcoming tank and the Stridswagen K, it would be 10,400. But then you wouldn't have any life anymore if you would do that, just so you know. And technically speaking, I would be even more pay to win because with 75 tier 10 tanks, I would be able to grind 7,500 bonds per week. Oh my god, please nerf me. I don't know, I feel like this bond thing is the least of our concerns. That's just my point of view. Anyway, Harkonnen also took on this information, and apparently from the January 28th until the February 7th, we are going to have this marathon, and it's as per usual. You have the chance to get a tank yourself, and after that you also are able to technically grind out this new skin right here, which is obviously for the Chinese New Year, which makes sense. I don't want to say that this is completely ugly, but let's be honest, it has to get this bling bling, I guess, because let's be honest, we have this tank right here already in this ugly skin. Oh, it's so ugh. Whatever. It's my personal point of view, you know. So yeah, let's just have a look at the WZ-114 for now. Quickly, here we're just going with the stats. I want to compare it with other tier 9 heavy tanks in the game. It is a tier 9 heavy tank for the Chinese Tech Tree. It does have the same crew layout as the WZ-111-5A. Commander, which is the radio operator, the gunner, the driver, and the loader. If you go back in here, click this, this, and this, you will see that this tank has also, with the commander, which is also the radio operator, gunner, driver, and loader. So we have the same crew layout for that. So it's a good crew trainer, like what a premium is supposed to do. It has 1600 DPM, 530 alpha, 266 base penetration on AP round, and 311 on a heat round, which you can see right here. It's slow, like really slow. It has decent accuracy, long ass aim time, and this 0.33 accuracy on the move. I just want to point out, those are worse values than what the stage 2 has. See? Yeah? Where's this? It's tragic! It's genuinely tragic. Like, ooh, it is more accurate base, but that gun handling is going to be yikers. Like, the stage 2 aims faster, by the way. Whatever. One more thing I want to talk about before we start to compare it. It has 2,300 hit points. That is loads. 2,300 base hit points. That is more than what this tank has, the tier 10 equivalent. I think it has the most amount of hit points of any tier 9 heavy. I'm not sure, I would need to look up the Moisian right here, which does have 2,300, so it has the same amount as the Moisian. That is boatloads. And with the full field modification, you can see we can get 2,400. And if we take the bonus in movement speed, we are actually able to kind of boost its mobility to 40 kph top speed and 13 kph in reverse and not just 10. And that's pretty decent soft sets, look at that. So it doesn't mean that it's not that slow either, even though the HP per ton ratio is kind of poor. But with that out of the way, I would like to compare it to the Stridswagen K, which was the previous tier 9 premium, and the E75. Because the E75 also has a 530 alpha gun. And you can see that, yeah, the DPM sucks. 400 less than the Stridswagen K, almost 500 less than the E75. Like, bruh, dude, holy crap, that's so little. Like, yes, it has the best pace penetration, which is great for the premium tank. That means that you need to shoot less premium rounds. But still, like, base 20 seconds reload time versus 15.7 for the same alpha. It does have fast shell velocity and it has a 130mm gun. Doesn't really make big of a difference, but hey, it's there, you know, you can get that as well, which is kind of nice. Then the gun handling. Longest aim time by a long shot. Best accuracy actually, not by a long shot, but it's best accuracy. And then the gun handling. Again, 0.33, 0.33. Like, oh, that's ugly. It kind of feels like the opposite of the Bourrasque, where the Bourrasque has amazing gun handling, but do aim time and accuracy, while this thing has amazing accuracy, but do aim time and accuracy on the move. So weird. Like, I do not know how this is going to turn out. It kind of just feels completely frustrating. It does have 10 degrees of gun depression though. That is very, very Chinese atypical, because in China you do not have depression, you know? That's simply not a thing. You're not allowed to have depression, you're not allowed to have Taiwan. Top speed, 33 kph. Again, with the turbocharger, I guess it will be a lot better, but then again, the Stridswagen K can do that as well. If we quickly go back to my hangar, that's what I'm usually driving on the Stridswagen K, but it's just that I kind of like to zoom around, you know. I like to have a little bit of a zooming contest, and I use the turbocharger on this thing as well, giving us mobility of 45 kph top speed and 21 in reverse. But obviously with the field modification with the last one right here, we're also able to get an additional 2 kph top speed, which is kind of pog. Yeah, but as you can see, the rain resistances are amazing. Even though you don't have that good of HP per ton ratio, the rain resistances are amazing compared to Stridswagen K. So we probably even have similar speeds, which is kind of cool. Again, hit points, there is no contest. Like what the hell? I'm literally able to survive an additional 400 alpha shot compared to the E75, compared to the Stridswagen K. That's boatloads of hit points. It's interesting. It's genuinely interesting. But let's shall have a look at the armor, because that might be the selling point of the WZ with its 530 alpha gun. And let's just go to the collision previously. You already saw it a little bit. 140mm on the upper front. That is pretty good. 120, but they're at acute angles. We have a big cupola, which is 150, aka this is a great weak spot also for lower tiered opponents. Big lower plate, which can be a weak spot for not low tier opponents. As you can see, effective is around 220, 200 with AP normalization. Here we have really good angles. The gun mantlet is 300mm thick. This is 300mm thick, and this down here it looks like it's also around 300mm thick. So actually pretty good armor. Let's go into the live model, and you can see green cupola. We're taking the WZ right now. Green cupola. Upper plate can be penetrated, but it's rare, and a huge lower plate. Against premium rounds, actually those angles get worse. Huh. Interesting. Huh. You basically trade a little bit. You have it easy to penetrate the turret with heat, but you have it worse to penetrate the side. Huh. But now let's just go into a hold down position with this vehicle, because I think this will be the most important thing to do with this vehicle. 10 degrees of gun impression. You can see that now the upper front plate and even those side plates down here, which are 45mm thick, are not being able to get penetrated. Cupola, still there, huge massive weak spot. 165mm of air armor there. That's pretty good, even tier 7 tanks can penetrate that. And with premium rounds, yeah, just nothing really changes. Yeah, we do have though only 60mm of side armor. Yeah, that's not that good. 30 on the top, and yeah, that cupola back there doesn't count. And 60 in the back. And 390mm of view range. That is not that bad. We can live with that. I don't know. I don't know what to think about this thing right now. No DPM, like this is always something I always say which you should have. Like, less DPM is not bad, but I do say I would like to have good gun handling. That thing does not have good gun handling. So I'll be interested to see if you can even hit anything with this vehicle. The armor looks totally fine, like lower plate weak spot, that's okay. Let's just do a little bit quick experiment with like a tier 7 medium tank in the game at the moment. Let's take Quickie Baby's favorite tank. This little boy right here. I don't think it will have enough penetration, to be honest, if you go into live. Yeah. And if you go into hold down, you don't have enough. But then again, it's a tier 7 medium. You have enough to penetrate the cupola, and with gold you can even penetrate the lower plate and the cupola. And if you take a heavy tank, which is probably more likely to see this guy, look at that, cupola 90%. Premium rounds, even 100%. I don't know. It feels... I don't know about the gun handling. I guess if the aim time would be a little bit better, it would be a pretty decent tank. I really like that it doesn't have good DPM. And the armor looks strong. I don't know. It actually doesn't look bad. It generally looks like a decently sized or decently balanced heavy tank. It's tough to say. I guess we just have to wait until we are able to drive it and test it and see what we can do. But stats wise, it's interesting. Like, it generally feels unique. But let me know in the comment section below what you think, and obviously don't forget to subscribe to be always up to date with most things. Well, most things. Again, I have to wait until my finals are over, then we have all the things. Thank you so much for watching. Check out the other videos, and I see you around. Goodbye.